Namaste everyone. In today's video, we're going to focus on Muni Patanjali's Yoga Sutra 3.13. Now in this particular Yoga Sutra, Muni Patanjali is helping us to understand a few more key characteristics of the comprehension that we receive through the stages of Ekagrata and Samadhi. So here he's explaining to us some more details and going even further in depth. So let's take a good look at the sutra, start breaking it up word by word and understanding it even better. So the sutra itself goes, Etena bhutendriyeshu dharma lakshana vastha parinama vyakhyataha. Alright, so this is Sutra 3.13. Now let's start breaking it up word by word to understand the meanings of each of the words here. The first word we have is etena. So etena refers to by this, and we have to keep in mind that it's a singular form over here. So this by this is referring to the previous Sutra 3.12. Then moving to the next word, there is Bhuta. Now Bhuta refers to the Pancha Mahabhutas, which are the non-living entities or the non-living chemicals that we had studied in the Sankhya theory. And these are basically the 5 different elements or the Pancha Mahabhutas. Then coming to the next word, we have Indriyeshu. Now, Indriya refers to the sense organs, and by default, it refers to the living beings because only living organisms have the organs or the senses through which they can perceive. Then, moving to the next word, there is Dharma. Dharma refers to the basic or essential quality of a particular thing. So each substance has a particular dharma of its own. Like they say the dharma of sugar is to be sweet. So that's the essential nature or the essential characteristic of sugar. In same way, people, things, places, everything has a dharma. Then as we move forward, we come to the second word, which is Lakshan. Lakshan means symptoms or secondary characteristics, and this is a very common word that is used today as well because Lakshan refers to when somebody has a disease, for example, or a cough and cold. One of the things the doctor looks for is the Lakshan or the symptoms of that disease. So it can of course mean symptom, but it also means secondary characteristics or the outer characteristics that we can see and understand. So that is Lakshan. Then coming to the next, it is Avastha. Avastha means a particular condition or a particular state. And then coming to the next word is Parinama. Parinam basically refers to the transformation or the result. And the final word is Vyakhyataha, which means that is explained or stated. Now, we've gone through all the words. I know this was a little bit of a long sutra, so if you need, you can pause the video and look back, try to understand what each of the words were saying. And as we come forward, we're going to now take a look at the overall meaning of this sutra. So what this sutra is trying to say is that through the Ekagrata and all the processes that were explained in Sutra 3.12, what begins to happen is the Yog Sadhak is now able to understand the Dharma, Lakshan and Avastha of a particular non-living or living object or person. And this helps them to understand all the changes that are taking place in that element or person and in that organism. And this is one of the things that they are now able to understand and explain. So this is what the sutra is helping us to see. It's kind of telling us that due to the power of the Ekagrata or the way in which we concentrate and focus, certain things start to become clear to us. And so this sutra is now telling us what some of those things are. So now that we know the meaning of the sutra, let's dive even deeper and go into the depth of its explanation. Alright. So as we understood from this sutra, every living and non-living entity, which is the Mahabhutas as well as the Indriyeshu, the ones that have the Indriyas, depict certain characteristics. Each of them has a dharma, each of them has certain lakshan or external secondary characteristics or traits, and each of them has a state or an avastha which is maintained for a long period of time. And to understand the object, the Panchamahabhut, or the person or the living organism, what a yog sadhak really needs is to be able to understand all three, dharma, lakshan and avastha. And through this ekagrata process, these changes or transformations which are taking place within all these domains start to become very, very clear and a little more easy to grasp. So obviously, this takes, again, a long period of time. The dharma of a particular object is its natural essence, its basic essence, and its, what it comprises of. And that becomes clear over time, along with the secondary characteristics and the lakshan, which of course are subject to change. Even the dharma is subject to change because everything within the realm of nature, whether it be living or non-living, changes, disintegrates, grows over a period of time. And therefore, all of these things keep having transformations in their essential nature, in their secondary characteristics, and as a result, even in their natural state of being. So an excellent example that was provided in our source book, which is in the description below, this example states that just the way a caterpillar transforms into a butterfly, its dharma itself changes, its essential nature itself evolves, and at the same time its secondary characteristics also evolve. So over a period of time, we now experience the change in the way that this caterpillar looks. And that is really, really important because we move from just dharma into lakshan and then eventually into the avastha or the natural state of being for that caterpillar. So as you can see, any of these living or non-living objects undergo these transformations, and for a person to be able to understand them or to grasp them entirely is needed a certain level of ekagrata, samadhi practices and chittavritti nirodha. So these three, ekagrata, chittavritti nirodh and samadhi, are super important in this journey of conceptualizing, better understanding the dharma, lakshan and avastha of any non-living or living entity. So this is what the Sutra 3.13 is trying to communicate to us. I hope you've understood this sutra really well, and if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to leave your comments and suggestions in the comments box below. Also, don't forget to like this video, share it and subscribe to our channel because we create new videos every single week. Now, we look forward to seeing you in a future video or a future class, the links for which are in the description, and we cannot wait to see you at one of them. Until then, take care, and we look forward to seeing you very soon. Namaste.